Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm. We're getting ready to start another week of live racing here at Gulfstream Park. Welcome to Thoroughbred Action. 10 races coming up today, and let's check out those track and weather conditions on another beautiful afternoon in South Florida.
The new week of racing in South Florida begins with beautiful conditions for horse racing on a Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 70s, a sunny sky, a fast main track, and a firm turf. First of the day over the firm turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $40,000. Rider change on 7, Astrology Hill to Jorge Ruiz. A field of 7. First race favorite was number 6, Trapped at Sea. Racing at Gulfstream. Picture perfect beginning. From between horses, the other cat is away for the lead, and up on the inside of her is Straight Tequila. These two go on with it, working 2 better than Astrology Hill, who's away racing in third. Followed fourth by Hardcore Cat, then comes Trapped at Sea. At the rail, Miss Deplorable, and the early trailer is the comebacker, Mrs. Met. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, and Prado and Straight Tequila have the lead by a neck. On the outside, the other cat keeps the pressure on second, 2 back to Astrology Hill third. Trapped at Sea is 3 wide. Alex Gonzalez has his hands full of Miss Deplorable, trying to find some place to go as Mrs. Met keeps her pinned in. They take much closer order behind an opening quarter in just 22 and 2, and they're at the top of the stretch with the lead. It's Straight Tequila off the turn in front by 2.5. On the outside, Trapped at Sea trying to wear her down second. Miss Deplorable loose and coming on pretty well with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Straight Tequila has the lead. Miss Deplorable is on track, but time is ticking away. It's Straight Tequila, Miss Deplorable, the final surge, and a final surge that did not get her past the winner, Straight Tequila, in 57 and 4. Nice performance today from the second-time starter by Line of David. Number 3, Straight Tequila, holds on for the score under Hall of Famer Edgar Prado for trainer Tom Albertroni and Hickory Plains. Second, number 1, Miss Deplorable, who finished up full of run ahead of the 6, Trapped at Sea, who ran third. To the second race now, and the start of the early pick 4 at 6 furlongs. A field of 6 signed on. The heavy favorite was number 3, Our Girl Abby. And they're off. From the outside, Gold is away well. From the inside, here's Lisa Mila moving to challenge, and Our Girl Abby wants to be part of the pace. She'll land third between horses. Starship Zodiac is out of there fourth ahead of Lil Bay Corvette, and Dancing Donut is last of the 6 as they head to the half-mile point. It's Eduardo Nunez and Lisa Mila who come through inside to take the lead from Golda in second. Our Girl Abby taken in hand by Irad Ortiz Jr. third and only 2 lengths off the lead as the heavy-hitting favorite. On her outside is Starship Zodiac, 4 better than Lil Bay Corvette, and Dancing Donut at the back. 3/8 of a mile away, Irad Ortiz Jr. puts Our Girl Abby into the clear, and the response is instant. She goes from third up into a contending position. She's only a neck off the lead. And between horses, it's Golda. Lisa Mila's at the rail. They start to sprint. They've opened 4 on a retreating Starship Zodiac. Lil Bay Corvette and Dancing Donut have never been close as they go past the quarter-mile pole. 47 seconds flat for the opening half mile. If you're on the favorite, you're feeling pretty good. It's Our Girl Abby kicking away from Golda, who's kicking away from Lisa Mila, and the rest are far behind, as Our Girl Abby is 2-5 and an easy winner. Our Girl Abby punched out by Irad Ortiz Jr. to win it by at least 5. Golda second, Lisa Mila third. Class drop and a good trip proved too much for the competition in race number 2 as number 3, Our Girl Abby, humbles the field under Irad Ortiz Jr. for trainer Michael Maker and owner Michael Hoy. Second, number 6, Golda. Third was the 1, Lisa Mila. Time for commercial break. Still a lot of action to come right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
OBS April, the 2-year-old source to the world, with Grade 1 stakes winners, including Mind Your Biscuits, impressive hero of the $2 million Dubai Golden Shaheen, Grade 1 stakes winning millionaire Sharp Azteca, and Grade 1 stakes winning filly La Coronel. Find your next Grade 1 winner at the OBS Spring Sale of 2-year-old April 24th through 27th. Undertack previews are April 16th through 21st. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Back now for race number 3 on the program at 6.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 1 and 2. A field of 5. Favorites were 3, Awesome Nona, and 5, Reina La Kelsey.
And they're off. From the inside, that's Awesome Nona, who hits the ground running, and quickly it goes to the early lead from Vouvray, who's away in second. On the outside, My Sweet Lorraine is third. Back to fourth goes Cotton Time, and the back marker early is Reina La Kelsey. So the favorites are first and last as they go to the half-mile point at 3-2. Now 6-5 on Awesome Nona, who leads the way by a length and a quarter, taken in hand by Luis Saez. On the outside, Vouvray is second. 4 back to third, and My Sweet Lorraine. Then comes Cotton Time, and Reina La Kelsey begins to improve a touch at the back of the group. The opening quarter very ordinary, 23-4. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. It's the comebacker, Awesome Nona, in front to half a length. On the outside, Vouvray is second. 2 back to third, and My Sweet Lorraine. Reina La Kelsey on the outside is now fourth, and Cotton Time is now last as they go past the 5/16. With the lead, it's still on the inside, Awesome Nona by a neck. Vouvray and Diego Gomez giving her no breather on the outside. These two well clear of Reina La Kelsey, who's a driven third, and they're at the top of the stretch. Vouvray just let go, so now Awesome Nona is shaken up and kicking clear. Awesome Nona by 4 lengths. On the outside, and Reina La Kelsey is up into second, back to third, and Cotton Time. Final 16th of a mile. Awesome Nona still has the lead by 3. Reina La Kelsey is gaining, but the wire will come first, and Awesome Nona is in front all the way by almost 2 in the end. Second is Reina La Kelsey, and third is Cotton Time at 1:20-2.
Number 3, Awesome Nona, had been shelled in her previous 2 outings, but they were last year and they were against much better. She comes back ready to roll and drops for the win under Luis Saez for trainer Dale Romans and owner Robert Barron. Second, number 5, Reina La Kelsey. Third was the 4, Cotton Time. We move now to the 4th race of the day at 1 mile over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag at $16,000. Field of 7. Favorites were 1, Terry's Big Heart, and 6, Indigita.
And they're off. Indigita was a step slow. From between horses, that's Stay Safe Kitten, who's reaching out for the early lead. In tight between horses is Conquest Dynasty. Terry's Big Heart is at the rail. Bar Libre marching up on the outside. Then it's a gap of another 2 to Voila La Victoire, a neck in front of Indigita, and it's 4 to the trailer, Sweeter Surprise. Around the first turn they go. Stay Safe Kitten gets loose up top and leads 2.5. Bar Libre is second. Terry's Big Heart is at the rail third. In the 2-path fourth is Conquest Dynasty. Then back to Indigita, who's racing in fifth. A half a length in front of Voila La Victoire, and 3.5 to Sweeter Surprise. Quarter speed was 23-3 as they go down the backstretch. At 9-1, Stay Safe Kitten, and Nick Juarez calling the shots up here with a length advantage over Bar Libre, who's asked to do some work now. And Bar Libre quickens up the cadence a bit now. Out 3 wide in Conquest Dynasty, watching that move unfold. At the rail in fourth is Terry's Big Heart ahead of Indigita. Then comes Voila La Victoire, racing second last for Prado, and still nothing from Sweeter Surprise. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. They went 48-2 for the opening half mile. There's less than 3 furlongs to go. On the outside, and Bar Libre coming after Stay Safe Kitten. Conquest Dynasty is next. Terry's Big Heart needs out bad. Terry's Big Heart trying to get out from behind the speed. Also trying to work into the clear is Voila La Victoire, and they're at the top of the stretch. Still many chances, and still with the lead, it's Bar Libre. Conquest Dynasty to the attack second. No place to go for Terry's Big Heart. Voila La Victoire is next. Final furlong. Conquest Dynasty surges to a short lead. In between horses, Terry's Big Heart. Conquest Dynasty has the lead. Conquest Dynasty wins. Terry's Big Heart second. Bar Libre was third. Voila La Victoire finished fourth.
Number 2, Conquest Dynasty parlays a good run last time out to victory here this afternoon under aggressive handling from Jorge Ruiz, who kept Terry's Big Heart bottled up and got the victory for Bobby Devona and Drawing Away stable. Number 1, Terry's Big Heart was second ahead of the 7 Bar Libre, who ran third. We move now to the 5th race of the day over the main track at 1 mile. It is the start of today's Rainbow 6. Scratch number 5, Jailhouse. These are maiden claimers for $35,000. The favorites were 3, Grand King of Kings, and 4, Inhibition.
And they're off. Some crowding in the center gates. That's good news for Peace Accord, who's away to try to challenge for the lead with All Golden right alongside. Up on the outside, True Honor, then Friendly Giant. And the 2 at the back are 2 of the 3 favorites. They are Inhibition and Grand King of Kings. They exit the chute now and link up with the main course. And Peace Accord put on the engine here by Abby Medina leads the way a length and a quarter. Grand King of Kings is down at the inside of All Golden and about to move into second. Back to fourth and Friendly Giant, then to the outside True Honor. And Inhibition is allowed to find his feet at the back of the group. He's now moved up 2 spots into fourth while being asked to do so with 5 furlongs left to go. They went 24 and 3 for the opening quarter speed, and up front, Peace Accord gets everything his own way. Peace Accord to the half-mile pole leads by 2. Grand King of Kings, the nearest pursuer, second. All Golden is third and worked on here. Back to fourth and Inhibition, then comes Friendly Giant and True Honor behind a 48-1 opening half-mile. They leave the backstretch and move on the far turn, and the leader is Peace Accord by a neck. Up on the outside, Grand King of Kings is alongside the leader second. Worked on third is All Golden. Inhibition is a bit wide while set down driving in fourth. 3 back to Friendly Giant as they run to the top of the stretch. Peace Accord on the inside. Grand King of Kings draws up alongside. These two pass the quarter pole after 3 quarters in 1:13 and 4. They're at the top of the stretch. Grand King of Kings let loose on the outside of Peace Accord at the 8th pole. These two are still 4 ahead of All Golden in third. Then on the outside in Inhibition as they come to deep stretch. Final 16th of a mile. Grand King of Kings has the lead. Peace Accord tries to hold on to second. Grand King of Kings in front. Peace Accord did hold second ahead of All Golden, then Inhibition in 1:39 and 4.
Number 3, Grand King of Kings lost a heartbreaker in his most recent attempt. Today, he's the heartbreaker as he gets the victory under Tyler Gaffleone for trainer Victor Barboza Jr. and Grand Pollo stable. Number 1, Peace Accord was second ahead of the 2 All Golden, who ran third. Time for commercial timeout. Still to come, the late pick 5. We move to the turf right after this.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Gulfstream blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Gulfstream kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Saturday, March 31st at Gulfstream Park. Be here as the country's top 3-year-old thoroughbreds compete for glory in the 67th running of the ExpressBet.com Florida Derby. Experience this epic day of live racing with over $2.5 million at stake. Admission and parking absolutely free. Men and women come dressed in your Derby best and win fabulous prizes. Visit GulfstreamPark.com for details. The ExpressBet.com Florida Derby. Witness the crowning of a champion. Welcome to your playground, Gulfstream Park. Back now for race number 6 on the program. 5 furlongs on turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. Scratch the 5 and the 6. Rider change on 8. Dawn Lightning to Irad Ortiz Jr. The favorite was the 4, Catharsis.
They're off. Catharsis away well in the center. Up on the outside, it's Dawn Lightning. Down at the inside, Happy River away with speed. And moving out the rail, it's Helen Rose. Second last is Grand Lucky Girl, and Burke's Garden is last of all, as Catharsis is the speed of the speed. Catharsis at 4-5 leads the way 3 parts of a length. Dawn Lightning on the outside second. 3 back to Helen Rose third. Happy River follows along fourth ahead of Grand Lucky Girl. And Burke's Garden still last as they round the far turn. Up front, Catharsis, and held together up front by Gaffleone in front of half a length. Dawn Lightning moving up on the outside second. 3 back to Helen Rose third. Burke's Garden is back to fourth. Happy River is fifth. And dropping anchor is Grand Lucky Girl. They run past the quarter pole and they're at the top of the stretch. Catharsis hugs the inside fence and leads a length and a quarter. Out after second, Dawn Lightning well clear of Helen Rose, then Burke's Garden and Happy River. Catharsis by 2. Dawn Lightning well clear for second, but she can't get to Catharsis. It's Catharsis gate to wire to win it by about 3 in the end. Second, Dawn Lightning. Third, Burke's Garden. Happy River ran fourth.
Number 4, Catharsis hammered at the window for good reason as she goes gate to wire to win race 6, giving Tyler Gaffleone back-to-back victories. This one for Hard 850 Racing Stable and trainer David Brady. It was 8, Dawn Lightning, who tried her but had to settle for second, ahead of number 3, Burke's Garden, who ran third. We move now to the 7th race of the afternoon and the start of today's late pick 4, 6 furlongs of the trip. Fillies and mares which have not won 2, in for a price tag of $12,500. Rider change on 3, Magneto Go, make the rider Oscar Ujoa. A field of 8, the favorites were 1, Sip My Chardonnay Day, and 4, Nothing's Free.
And they're off. From the outside, She Spoiled was away well, rushing to challenge Magnato Go, and down at the inside, Two Timing Girl is sent hard, and Two Timing Girl is trying to get to Magnato Go. These two fly early. She Spoiled won the break and is settling in third for Zayas. Just to her inside is Nothing's Free, followed by Salsa Rita, then comes Commissioned and Sip My Chardonnay, and the early trailer is West Coast Miss. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, Magnato Go in the two-path, Two Timing Girl along the rail. Javier Castellano has hold of Nothing's Free, but he's got no place to go. She Spoiled is 3 wide and trying to go on the attack. Commissioned 5 wide, but moving into the race well, and so is Salsa Rita as they line up on the lead here. On the far outside, and Commissioned going well to take the lead. Nothing's Free had to wheel to the far outside to get clear racetrack, so she's 5 wide, but coming on. Then Sip My Chardonnay, who has to be 6 wide as they straighten for home. Commissioned up on the outside of Salsa Rita to take the lead. Nothing's Free is third with a length and a half to raise and an eighth of a mile to raise it as Commissioned has the lead. Commissioned by 2. Nothing's Free on the outside toward the inside, and Salsa Rita, they come to the wire, and Commissioned won it on the far turn. Commissioned for back-to-back scores prevails a length and a quarter. Nothing's Free a troubled second ahead of Salsa Rita third in 1:12.4.
Number 5, Commissioned, was expected to win last time out and won big. Today she was not expected to win, but she won anyway. She circled 4 wide on the course, got first run on everybody else under jockey Alvin Jimenez for trainer George Bush and Kendall Condi. Second 4, Nothing's Free, who had a troubled run, ahead of number 8, Salsa Rita, who ran third. Let's go now to the 8th race of the day, the start of the late pick 3 on the turf at a mile and a 16th. Starter allowance optional claiming event, price tag here $30,000. A field of 9 signed on. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Awkward getaway for Till the End, who's last to begin. Good start for the veteran Chief Exchanger, who's heading off for the early lead from Uncle B, who moves up on the outside to take second. Global Entry has rail position and is to join third as Cut to Order marches forward on the outside. Mid-flight early is Barney Rebel, then back to Minute Madness. Royal Blessing is 3 wide and Bingo Kitten is at the rail. And Till the End is last of all as the field of 9 heads into the first turn. It's John Velasquez and Chief Exchanger with the advantage behind a 24-1 opening quarter. On the outside, Uncle B is second, tucked in third, Global Entry. Racing fourth in the two-path is Cut to Order, a length and a half better than Barney Rebel. He's fifth and only about 4 lengths off the lead, a length and a half in front of Bingo Kitten, then Minute Madness. In between horses is the veteran Royal Blessing. He's second last, and the early trailer is Till the End. Down the backstretch they go. There's 5 furlongs left to run. Chief Exchanger leads the way by a length behind a 49 2/2 mile. Uncle B is on a long rein, trying to inch closer a bit second. Down at the inside, Global Entry is a joint third on the outside and Cut to Order. Global Entry will have to do some work to keep his spot. Then back to Barney Rebel and Royal Blessing ahead of Bingo Kitten Till the End and Minute Madness as they round the far turn. 49 2 for the opening half mile. So Chief Exchanger relatively unscathed as they run to the top of the stretch. Leads it by a neck, but Uncle B comes to call on the outside second. Global Entry definitely needs to do better. Royal Blessing needs out from behind the speed. Barney Rebel is 5 wide, and they straighten for home. Uncle B let loose on the outside now to take the lead from Chief Exchanger, who's back to second. Global Entry is next with Cut to Order and Royal Blessing, but as they come to the finish, it's Uncle B and Irad Ortiz Jr. to win it by almost 3 in the end. Second is Chief Exchanger, close for third, maybe Global Entry over Cut to Order in 141-4.
Number 7, Uncle B, hammered from a 15-1 morning line to a 3-1 price. And a 3-1 price was a winning price as he got the perfect trip to get the victory, giving Irad Ortiz Jr. his second winner of the day. This one for Lily Curtnez and David Caprio. 3, Chief Exchanger fired but was second best, and we had a dead heat for third between 1, Global Entry, and 9, Cut to Order.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 9 on the program at a mile and a 16th over the turf. Starter allowance optional claiming event. Price tag here was $35,000. Scratch the 5 and 8. 6 to the gate. The favorites were 3, Byrne, James Byrne, and the veteran 7, Slim Shady.
And they're off. From the rail, Driven by Thunder was away well. James Byrne is poking between horses to take second, ahead of Abraham, who's out of there third. Salute the Colonel is at the inside and racing in fourth as there are three across the course in the charge to the first turn. The two at the back are Slim Shady, and just in front of him, Fearless Dragon. Around the first turn they go. It appears to be a pretty controlled early pace. And up front, it's Johnny V and Driven by Thunder with the advantage of length and a quarter. Second is James Byrne. On his outside is Abraham third. Salute the Colonel is reined back to run fourth. A length better than Fearless Dragon, who's fifth, and about 4.5 off the pace setter. And allowed to settle is the 10-year-old pro Slim Shady, last of all, as they have less than 6 furlongs to run. The opening quarter was 23-4 as they head down the backstretch. Driven by Thunder, pushed along a bit now by James Byrne in the two-path and Abraham 3 wide. Gap of 2.5 to Salute the Colonel, who races from fourth. He's had an uneventful journey. Here's the favorite Slim Shady, improving inside of Fearless Dragon at the back of the field. 5.5 from first to last with less than half a mile to go. The leader is Driven by Thunder. He puts away James Byrne, trying to thread the needle here is Slim Shady. Salute the Colonel had to slam on the brakes, out 3 wide in Fearless Dragon. Now the pace quickens, only 2.5 lengths from first to last as they round the far turn. With the lead, it's Driven by Thunder. On the inside, and Slim Shady needs out bad. James Byrne on the attack. Salute the Colonel 5 wide as they wheel for home. Driven by Thunder now set down for a final 1/8 of a mile. Slim Shady into the clear to try to track him down second. James Byrne is third. Driven by Thunder still there. He has a 1.5 to work with. Slim Shady running out of time in real estate. Here's the line. Driven by Thunder all the way. Slim Shady was second. James Byrne in a photo for third with Fearless Dragon in 1:40.3.
Number 1, Driven by Thunder, was allowed to set a pretty reasonable opening half mile, and he was able to spring the upset under jockey John Velasquez, going gate to wire for trainer Todd Pletcher in the Rapoli stable of Mike Rapoli. Second, number 7, Slim Shady, ahead of the 3, James Byrne, ran third. To the 10th and final race now over the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $20,000. Scratch number 4, Stun. Heavily favored runner was number 1, Southern Greatness.
And runners away. From the center, put the hat back away well, moving out the rails. Southern Greatness has speed, and Cousin Tino offensive-minded. So Cousin Tino's going to hook the favorite Southern Greatness in the run to the first turn. Put the hat back, drops over under Miguel Vasquez to race in the two-path while third. Happy inside, Rule Yourself is now back to fourth. A 1.5 better than Monetary System in fifth. Outside of him goes Dixie Mambo. Then it's a stretch of another 4 lengths back to the inside. John Knows the Code. He has 2 on Hey Bub, who's second last, and 7 to the trailer. King Wade a long way behind. Opening quarter 22-4. They're going quickly here, and the leader is Cousin Tino. Southern Greatness has rail position for Liscano, but he's trying not to use too much speed to keep it. 3 wide and put the hat back from third. From between horses, Rule Yourself, just waiting for some place to go, and the green light. Down at the inside, that's Monetary System improving for Tyler G. 2 lengths back to Dixie Mambo, mid-flight and about 7 lengths off the lead. Then John Knows the Code, who's asked to quicken by Chris Landeros ahead of Hey Bub, and the trailer is King Wade as they round the far turn. 47 seconds for the opening half mile. Southern Greatness now inherits the lead and leads by a neck. On the outside, put the hat back with Rule Yourself. Set down driving between horses. They wheel off the turn. Southern Greatness has to finish the job. He has Rule Yourself for company on the outside. Rule Yourself and Nick Juarez now power past Southern Greatness, who was hindered by some early tactics, but to the wire. Rule Yourself is a 3-1 winner. Won it by 3 in the end. Put the hat back second. Third was Southern Greatness, and fourth was Monetary System.
Number 1, Southern Greatness, was really compromised by a couple of tactical problems that he had in today's 10th race. He had to use some speed to get position, then lost that position when a couple of horses quickened up in front of him. So his kick was dulled by the time he needed to run for real. And that let number 9, Rule Yourself, get the money under jockey Nick Juarez, trainer Horacio De Paz, and Sagamore Farm. We did have plenty of winners in today's Rainbow Six, so that yields a carryover in the Rainbow Six of $3.89 million.
That wraps up this Wednesday edition. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Thursday. 10 more races coming up, and our first post, 12:35 p.m. We'll see you there.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.